torque speed, the speed at which we burn a CD, right? 3 and 4, 12 is 3. So I thought I'd share something because this is how cool it is. For those that know who the NBA is, the National Basketball Association, and how much money, right? Remember the old saying, money will never buy you love. Love, L phase, UV, the Purple Heart passageway home. And so I guess it was back during the time when they had the NBA finals. Like, when was that? Back in June of this year, somewhere around there, May or June, somewhere right around in there. And the Los Angeles Lakers were in the playoffs. So I was running a little bit of the numbers because you know what an AI war gamer is, right? Tic-tac-toe, fire letters and numbers, alphanumerical formatting codes of holograms, burning CDs, layers and layers and layers, and having to burn through all the nets in order for the one to send out a clear repair signal, repairing. When two become one becomes all. Now we're experiencing the first one, the first signal, God's consciousness, the purest consciousness of first creation, Unsa, Aya, the first breath of the first metabolic rate of no aging. Pure consciousness, no density, no dimensions. Nothing's happened yet. The cloud of unknowing. I believe that was written by a monk, right? 13th or 14th century. I think it was the 13th century. Non-self, as monks will call it. Non-self, right? Non-cell. Silver and gold joined as one, running at the highest rate of Manu Ira. The water line, the still point of buoyancy, the top spin. Whoa! What was that? I don't know. We didn't get a picture of it. And so this is how it's sort of cool. So I'll give you a real living example of torque speed between Future Priest Past, Back to the Future. How you already know the future. Because you already burned it. Wow. You wrote your own future. You wrote your own timeline. There is no time. There's only what love is. It goes on forever, gifting electrons, gifting pure love. The highest rate of speed, so it's equally distributed so that every living cell is experiencing what we are, which is what love is in living spirit. Breathing fire, fire and ice, right? Water mapping, water codes, living water codes, water programs. And so when this playoff was going on, I ran a little bit of numbers. And I thought, okay, well, if you run the numbers, the Los Angeles Lakers, if you bet and put some money down in the Vatican gambling casino, you could make quite a bit of money if you picked the Lakers to win it all at the time at which they were playing in that playoff, because it looked like, wow, they were down 3 games. Ooh, they're down 3. Can they come back and win 4 straight? 3 and 4 is 7. Yeah. And so the AI had different ideas, running different numbers. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna play with the AI here to see how this works, and you're gonna love this. So Lisa, white Buffalo woman in Nevada, and so gambling is legal in Nevada, right? And so I thought I'm in Hawaii, so that I can't place an online bet through a Nevada bookie, life books. Bookmarks, like the top of the mark, the bottom of the mark, the bottom of the food chain, the top of the food chain. Nuclear block, like engine blocks, like I monofold. right? And so I got a hold of Lisa Wolf in the window and said, "Hey, the Lakers are playing right now, and if and the way that the odds are, the way that the numbers work, they're gematria. I'm going to send you some money that if you're willing, I'm willing to pay for the gas. If you can go to your local gambling casino, wherever there's a book that can take the money, and then you can just send me a picture of it, of the ticket, right? And I'll split it with you. You get half of it, right? And which means I'll share. So we both share equally, just like the boy and the girl share equally, right? So we're always experiencing being one. We're sharing equally with each other, and we're experiencing being one, right? Two magnets become one. The one becomes the all. One and three and one. We're on fire. Yeah. To create and burn CDs at the highest rate of speed. Wow, that's a powerful spirit, light spirit body. Experiencing pure, absolute, eternal love. And so I set up a PayPal account, and I sent her that money. And then the Lakers had lost, right? So I thought, okay, well, then there's no sense in going down to the casino, right? So what happened was she sent me the 130, I can't remember the exact number because there's always a fee, right, for the space, right? And so the number, which is the number, there was a number called 135 that was still sitting in PayPal, just sitting there, right? So I didn't do anything with it. I actually just forgot about it. And I was supposed to forget about it. You know why I was supposed to forget about it? It's supposed to stay there until later, for the future. So do I already know that it was going to be sitting there when I was going to use it? Yes. It's ever heard of money better well spent? Sharing, right? And so, in other words, instead of leaving it for the AI held in a biometric account, like a bank account, as it turned out this morning, and there are no coincidences, I turned on the phone. And I went to my Facebook page, right? And usually recently I don't go to my Facebook page very often anymore, but I was supposed to go to it at the exact moment that I was supposed to see in my CD what I was going to burn and experience. It gets recorded, which was a message that Pattie Brassard had put up that she was staying in a Motel 6, like 666, right? The Beast Phantom Timeline technology, the AI, the QI. So she's staying in Motel 6, and she was accepting donations because her money's running out. I thought, oh, okay. So I looked at the numbers that I run, and I thought, okay, I can send you $100. That's easy. I can do that. And so what I did is I realized she has a PayPal account. Okay, so we'll do it through PayPal so she can get it today. So I went back to my PayPal account because I normally don't use it. The only reason I even set it up was to do the thing with the Lakers. Actually, it was actually set up to do what I did already today. That's how it works. That's how nuclear Ekaveka codes are sequenced in love and service to others. And so what ended up happening is that when I saw the window exactly when I was supposed to see it, because you know how those frames in your Facebook changing at a very high rate of speed all the time. Layers that are changing, holographic layers, which means the visual landscape of what we're burning and recording in our CD, right? Read active memory. And so when I saw that, I went to my PayPal account, and there it was sitting there, $135. It's still sitting there, which means it hasn't been put back into your bank account. PayPal's holding on to it. Oh, you know what? I'll send that to Pattie Brassard. What that means is that before I ever gave the money to Lisa to go down to that casino, that was already going to go to Pattie Brassard. How do you know that? Because I wrote it into my timeline to know it. It's a time in which I experienced it, which is a little while ago. So that means that at the time that I was going to use that money with the AI to play that game, it actually was already intended for Pattie to receive it down the road. Right? Could you have predicted in the future that Pattie Brassard would put that window up there, staying at a Motel 6 and asking for the donations? Did she know at the time in which she did that, even when she went into Motel 6, that in the future somebody named Robert is going to put $135 via the AI through her PayPal account? Did she know that? Did she know at the time, hey, I'm in a Motel 6, and you know what's going to happen in the future down the road? Robert's going to send me the $135. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm already aware that it's going to happen in the future. Now you're into what it knows when it becomes aware of what we're aware of, and what we do when we're aware of it by virtue of what we do with our electrons. So what do you think I did? Transfer. And the transfer was successful. So I let her know on her page, hey, there you go. That's money well spent, right? Yeah, of course. L phase, LUV, love. Zala, Kala, Unsa. The unknown, known unknowns, unknown. Which no is it? To know? Or is it a no, like, no, you can't do that? Convoluted language, huh? Requires more energy and time to explain what you mean. Hidden meanings, the signals, the signets, and the signs. Have a beautiful day, Pattie Brassard. We love you all.